Hi, I'm Rachel, and welcome to Talk Beauty to Me.
Talk dirty to me. Talk dirty to me.
Well, hi, I'm Tim. I'm a sophomore here at Ithaca. I'm a sociology major, and I'm here because I'm a drag queen. I go by the name Susan Katherine Barbara Leslie. So I've been doing makeup for about 4 years, drag makeup specifically. I've been performing for around a year and a half. So yeah.
Awesome. All right, let's get to it. So what we really want to discuss in this video is the difference between everyday makeup, which I will be doing, and drag makeup, because there is a lot of differences. I'm going to start my face by just putting some primer on.
I am using the Wet n Wild face primer in matte because she's on a budget. I know I'm off trend not using a beauty blender. I used to use a beauty sponge, and then I realized that this just kind of presses it into the skin and dries out the product a little bit faster.
So now that you're doing a ton of like fun colors, it's kind of inspired me, so I'm gonna go in with my Natasha Denona palette.
I'm typically a bad influence. So I am doing the lovely technique we all know as baking, which actually originated in the drag community. This was originally called cooking. You basically set your under eye area or wherever you want to bake, and then you go in with a ridiculous amount of loose powder. It traps your body heat in on your face, and it actually cooks the makeup so that it stays, it sets for longer.
So what made you start getting into makeup, and why is it important to you?
So I started getting into makeup very early. I just kind of saw the confidence that these queens had, and how it really transformed them, which is something that I always wanted to carry in my life. You know, for a lot of people, it means covering up flaws. Recently, it's really kind of shifting, and I feel the same way, where it sort of allows you to feel confident, and you can go out and do whatever you want, with no kind of fear. I'm actually gonna do my brows now. I'm using the Morphe Artistry palette, the 39A. She's big. I love her. She changed my life. Makeup used to be, and for a lot of people still is, oh, I'm trying to, you know, prove my worthiness as a mating partner, or like making up for flaws that I have, as opposed to now, I think, with Instagram, and all of like the beauty YouTubers, they're really kind of making it about the artistry. I wanted my character to be like this, like, 1950s housewife that's like really repressed and is fine with it until her husband goes on a 2-week trip for business to Arizona.
Huh, I didn't realize that there's like a whole story behind drag like that.
Drag has always been like a safe space for a lot of LGBTQ people, specifically the trans community as well. Cisgender means that your gender identity lines up with your biological sex that you were assigned at birth, as well as the gender identity that was assumed because of that. Whereas transgender is everything in between.
Got it.
Which I think a lot of people also don't understand.
Yeah, they definitely don't.
About why I do drag, but then I am very comfortable in my identity as a cis man. You know, if you can challenge things so greatly by doing something where people are going to assume something completely incorrect about your actual identity, sort of kind of points to like the strength that you have to be able to accept that.
Makeup to me is a way of expression, and although it can hide insecurities, I think it really does help people just understand themselves and find their own inner beauty. It just enhances those beauty flaws or whatever it may be that you think you have. It just brings it to another level, and it makes anyone even more beautiful than they already are, because I believe everyone's beautiful. If I walked into a class like this, I wonder if someone would say something.
Yeah, you look really ridiculous. So right now, I'm just drawing brown lines on my nose. Some people call it contouring.
And what do you call it?
Drawing brown lines on my nose. Natural makeup is the biggest like thing that women get like no credit for at all. Because when guys a lot of the times are like, I like girls with no makeup on, and it's like, you mean like natural makeup and like small lashes? Because that's what I think they think of.
Yeah.
A lot of the time. Ready for lashes?
I would try and say your whole name, but I don't remember it.
Susan, Katherine, Barbara, Leslie.
My mom's
And-
name's Barbara.
Oh, nice. Everyone's mom is one of the names. Like,
So how old is Susan, Leslie, Barbara, Hannah?
Susan, Katherine. You got there, basically. I really consider her beginning when I started performing, because that's when I started actually realizing the character as opposed to just the look.
So I've always been so obsessed with drag. I love going to drag shows. Like I said, I did makeup for the drag show at the college freshman year. I've just always thought it's such an art and something so beautiful.
So I do have a wig if we have time for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get it. Ooh, wow. Check her out.
Just make sure she is aligned. Okay. She's here.
Beautiful. I love it.
Thank you.
That's so cute. All right. I just didn't really think about how you just kind of create your own features, and you made your own eyebrows, you make your own cheekbones versus
It's all made.
exactly versus like regular makeup where I'm just following the natural highlights and hollows of my face, which I think is a really big difference. Thank you so much for coming here and talking beauty to me. This was so awesome, and hopefully we can do this again.
I would love to.
This was great.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Rachel Warren, and I'm the social media manager for Passion Project. I partnered with them to create Talk Beauty to Me, which will be segmented posts about beauty and trends. Stay tuned for more.